My name is Julie True, and I volunteer with Health Freedom Idaho. I've spent the last few weeks learning about Idaho's rule process, and I wanted to share with you what I've learned using an analogy called playing a game. So the departments across the state asked the legislature if it's okay to play a new game. Everybody has to participate, and the rules apply to all. So our representatives and our senators say, sure, you can play this game. Now, since it's a new game, the rules aren't written. So the State Department, underneath the executive branch, makes up the rules that everybody gets to play by. Now, since the departments are not elected officials, the public is supposed to get input on all the rules that are made by these bureaucrats. But when the public doesn't know, doesn't care, or is too busy to review the rules, they are made up and they're not fair. They don't follow the intent that was voted on in the statute. Worse yet, they're just outright unconstitutional. So nobody is watching the rule makers to make sure that they are following the rules. What we, the public, find when we finally do take time to scour the thousands of pages of rules is that these rules are getting put into play that are not following the intent of the law that was voted on by the people we elected to represent us. And now we're forced to play by rules that don't conform to the law. So what do? We have to go back to our elected officials, the senators and the representatives, and ask them to please make a new law that will change the rule so that it will follow the original law. And our representatives and our senators vote yes, and they change the rule and hand it back to the rule makers who twisted the rule in the first place. And while the public is distracted, the rule makers change the rules to be different from what our elected officials voted on. And the convoluted process starts all over again. So what do, the public, to stop the cycle? Well, we need to watch the rule makers a lot more closely. We need to let them know that we are awake, that we're paying attention, and that we're going to hold them accountable. How do we do that? We make sure that we make public comments and that we let our senators and our representatives hear our public comments that we're making, because they will ultimately be voting on these rules in January. We express our concerns and we make sure that our voice is heard. As citizens, we shouldn't be intimidated. They've had us fooled. We keep forgetting they work for us. And now we need to hold them accountable. Please make sure that you sign up to attend the hearings across the state this coming week and the week following. Make your voice known. Make sure that you send an email and CC your representatives and senator. And make sure that you CC the health department if this is a concern related to health and welfare. And if you have any questions, visit healthfreedomidaho.org, keyword rules, and you will find a list of articles that will help you become an active citizen to protect the liberty of us all. Thanks.